Yo.
Yo, what is up?
What up, yo?
Not much. All right. So,
What we talking about?
yeah, let's talk. Whatever, you know. Let's talk about capitalism, police brutality.
Okay.
Let's start with those.
Police brutality. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start. Let's do it, man. What you got?
All right. So, I'm gonna start with capitalism first, and we can kind of lean up into there a little bit. Is that good with you?
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. All right, now, so my question for you is, so capitalism kind of violates the Hotep 10 commandments. Is that what it's called? In my view, I'm independent,
They're called the
self-sufficient.
10 Hotep commandments.
Okay. So I think capitalism kind of violates a few of these.
Okay.
I'm a servant to my community. Under capitalism, you are a servant to capitalism, the system itself. You're not serving your community. Am I correct or incorrect in that assumption?
I don't know. You'd have to back that up.
Okay, so
Can't just say
capitalism.
something and expect me to
Okay.
agree with it. Back it up. Tell me how it is.
Okay, so capitalism is private ownership of the means of production. Socialism is worker ownership of the means of production. When the means of production are owned by private individuals, they're going to serve those private individuals.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said capitalism is owned by who?
Capitalism is private ownership of the means of production.
Okay, so you say it's private. Now, who is private?
What do you mean? Who? It's owned by the. It's capitalism is it's a system. It's owned by.
You said it's private. There has
yes.
to be. It's not like wind where it's natural, right? There has to be a person behind this private entity, correct?
No, there's not a person behind it. It's just
okay.
The system was established originally by.
So let's describe the system then. Let's describe the system because I don't understand what you believe the system is. So describe the system.
The system is white supremacy. The system is patriarchy. The system is private ownership of the means of production.
Okay, so when you say private ownership, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, of the means of production.
Of the private. Okay, so private ownership of the means of production. Okay, I like that. Let's start right there, right?
All right, perfect.
So who owns it? Who owns?
Capitalists own the private.
Okay.
Capitalists own capitalists.
Capitalists. Yes. So capitalists would point to individuals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's continue from there. Now we're talking about socialism. You said socialism is what?
Worker ownership of the means of production.
Okay, worker ownerships. Are they individuals?
Yes and no, because you as an individual can work with other individuals, and that can create a system such as a worker. Do you know what a worker cooperation is? Worker co-op?
Nope.
So that is when the workers collectively own the business.
Okay, so
that is an example of market socialism.
Okay. So if I have a startup and I hire everybody in the startup and they're working off of equity, do they not all have ownership in that startup?
Let's see. Define equity.
Ownership.
Well, if they all own the company together, that is a worker co-op. So they would own it together, yes.
Okay, so now...
So I think, wait, real quick. I think we are in agreement that worker co-ops are good. Am I wrong in that assumption?
In that case, yes.
Okay, so then...
So let's stop right there, right?
All right.
We have the ecosystem of the startup where anybody who comes in has equity of the company. We call it a worker co-op, and we say, that's good. People have equity in this company, right? Now, we can also say that in this world of startups, which is a $1.1 trillion market capitalization in Silicon Valley, is made up of a bunch of startups where people have equity in the company. Now, people would say...
No, that is not true. The people that own businesses in Silicon Valley are capitalists. They do not share their wealth evenly. They are not working to... No company in Silicon Valley is a worker co-op. They exploit the workers by taking most of their labor power, most of their labor value. My fault.
So let's say we have this corporation, Google. Would you say Google is a capitalist corporation?
Yes.
Okay. Can you buy into Google?
That's not the same thing. That is not the same thing.
Just ask the question.
Yes.
Can you buy into Google?
No. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to imply that buying shares is the same as being an owner in a worker co-op. That is not the case.
That's not what I said.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I said you can buy into Google. Any person who has the
Yes.
capital can buy into Google. They can buy
Exactly.
into Twitter.
Exactly.
They can buy
Anyone that has
into
the capital,
right.
not anybody that
Correct.
works for the
You have to.
company itself.
No,
You
exactly,
can't just
exactly.
no,
You
no, no,
can't.
no,
You
no.
hold on. Let's walk slowly with me. We're gonna walk slowly down the street.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it true that many people work for corporations and do not have equity? Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Correct. That is true.
That is
That is
I'm wait, let me
also that
okay.
is also a personal decision.
No, it's not. It is because 99% of the businesses are owned in a hierarchical up and down way where the workers do not have direct democracy. They do not have control over their shifts. They do not have control over their managers. That is not the case. Let's get to a black owned worker co-op. All right. I think this. You care about the black community, correct?
Yes.
I care about the black community. I want to see the black community strive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw one of your videos. You said you don't believe in black liberation.
Correct.
I do. So I think that's where we're having
Well,
the
let's let's
disagreement here.
let's let's frame why
But
I said that. Let's frame why
okay,
I said that.
okay.
I said I don't believe that we should be fighting for black liberation because I believe we are already liberated. The
I do
only
not believe
thing
we are already liberated.
that's fine, but you can't cut me off while I'm speaking. The black liberation, I believe, I didn't say you need to believe. I said I personally believe we are already liberated, and the only thing that imprisons us is our ignorance. Now, you don't have to believe that. That's my
Okay,
belief.
okay. That's
So
fine.
that's why I said I don't believe in liberation because I believe we are already free. We are free to open up our fancy phones, open up a Discord app, and have this discourse. Without that freedom, that would not be possible. When we were enslaved, when some of our ancestors were slaved, it was illegal for them to congregate without an overseer. That's enslavement. Today,
Yes.
we are free
Well,
to
wait, hold up.
congregate and speak
That's
amongst ourselves.
so enslavement. I'm sure you're just talking about a certain aspect within chattel slavery,
The
but
ability
enslavement further is
in
you are
this
completely owned by another individual and you are their property. That's slavery.
in this case, we are talking about the freedom to congregate.
Okay.
When you are a
Yes.
slave, you don't have the freedom to
Mm-hmm.
congregate amongst your people.
And
Right now, what I'm
leftists in
saying is,
hold.
what I'm saying is, we
Okay.
have the freedom to congregate, and we are demonstrating that right
That's why
now as
the
we speak.
NSA listens into every conversation. That's why the FBI infiltrates black organizations such as the Black Panthers in the past.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
CIA goes in. That's not
yeah.
freedom in my view. Do you want to wait? I'm gonna try to find some common ground with you. I think we need to abolish the CIA and the FBI and the NSA.
Okay, okay,
I'm a anarchist. Okay, so
okay,
I'm very much anti-government, but
okay.
I'm also anti-capitalist.
But are you a realist?
Yeah,
Okay. Now,
because I believe in
what are
building.
the odds? What are the odds? I'm not asking for a specific number,
Mhm.
roundabout. What are the odds that we can get rid of the CIA and the NSA?
It depends on what we do. If everyone just sit, no, wait, hold.
what? Hold
I'm
on,
answering your
before
question.
no,
I'm
no, hold
answering
on,
your question. Don't cut me off.
before you answer it,
Mhm.
you said to me it depends on what we do. What I'm asking you is based upon best case scenario. If
Okay,
we
best
put
case
our
scenario,
best foot forward, what is the odds that we can get rid of the CIA and the NSA? And how do we do it?
it would be extremely high because we would have to build through dual power, which involves us all coming together, forming worker cooperatives, forming mutual aid centers, like the Black Panther Party did. I'm sure you're familiar with Fred Hampton, right? And his
Yeah,
efforts,
yeah,
what he did.
the federal agent, yeah.
Fred Hampton was not a federal agent.
Okay,
That's why he was killed by the cops. That's why they went and shot him up.
okay, continue.
Okay. His actions, if we continue, we would be in a socialist country that is not the USSR with one person up above. We would be in a
Mm-hmm.
libertarian social society where where people are free to do what they want without the
Okay.
fear of being
So you think
homeless on the
it's so,
streets,
so
without
you
the
have
fear of running hungry because, oh, I didn't exactly go to become a lawyer or a computer programmer. I chose to do a different job, so I am in different positions.
all right, so you think that there's a high chance that we can take down the CIA and the NSA. That's what you said, right?
Not just that, not just them, the entire capitalist system
Okay, you think we can take down
through
the
dual
entire
power.
Okay,
The
you
dual
think we can
power,
take down?
yes.
You think we can take it down? Okay, cool. How would you plan this?
You
What
would
tool? What
build
tool?
dual power.
Okay, now no.
That would involve communities coming together,
Hold on,
organizing
hold on.
together, creating mutual
No,
aid
you're too level.
centers.
You're too high level. Let's come back down to the beginning, right?
No,
Because
that is the
wait,
beginning. The
hold
beginning
on.
is
No,
individuals
wait,
coming together. Okay.
listen.
Hmm.
You said to me right now, the NSA and the CIA are listening. Did you not say that?
Yes, but that
Okay,
doesn't mean you still can't build things.
Hold on now. Hold on now.
Hmm. Hmm.
If the
Hmm.
CIA and the NSA are listening right now, how do you think you can organize and communicate with the 40 million black people in America without
It's
them knowing the plot?
it
Explain to me
doesn't
that.
matter. It doesn't
Then,
matter. That
then,
okay.
then explain
Okay.
to me. Then explain to me how you're going to organize 40 million people without FBI infiltration when a small group like the Black Panther Party couldn't organize people without an FBI infiltration. Tell me how you're
The
going to do
thing.
that.
Okay. That's a loaded question. One.
It's not loaded.
Two.
It
Hold
was
up.
it was infiltrated by the FBI.
Hold.
You said it.
Jesus. Jesus.
You
Chill.
said it. You
Jesus.
said it.
My man
You said
Jesus.
it
You gotta
though.
chill. Relax. All right. Now. Also, wait, real quick. This is off topic. But I want to point out. I really like your profile picture. I wanted to point that out. Just to let you know that. All right. Now. So dual power in and of itself, yes, people try to infiltrate, but the thing is, once you see, wow, these people are building up systems that are alternative to the government, that are
Yeah.
doing better
I
than
love
the
it.
government,
I love it.
and are coming together, they're gonna
Yeah.
go, you know what? I want to join that. Am I wrong in saying that? If you see someone doing
I
something
love
that's
it.
successful, like
I
if me and
love
you
it.
right now, we said, you know what? Despite you being more right wing, am I wrong in saying that?
Yes.
And me being left wing.
I'm not right
If we
wing.
okay, where would you put yourself on the political spectrum? Then? Just to
I'm to the
clarify this.
I'm to the right of you, but I'm not right wing. Right
Okay,
wing means
would you?
extremist.
No, I don't. No, I don't mean that. Would you say you're conservative?
I'm just telling you what the
Okay,
word
okay,
means. Right wing means extremist. I'm not extremist.
okay.
I'm
You're
to the right
okay.
of you. I
Okay,
just want.
where? Okay, so where would you say you're centrist, conservative?
I'm
Uh,
probably more centrist.
okay, so in regards to that, if center, the left, come together
Yes.
and say, you know what, we need to get rid of transphobia, homophobia,
Mm-hmm.
uh, toxic masculinity,
Mm-hmm.
patriarchy, come
Mm-hmm.
together as
Mm-hmm.
people,
Mm-hmm.
not black men, not black women, and this
Mm-hmm.
includes white people as well.
Okay.
This includes Asians, Hispanic,
Okay.
everybody.
I'm
We
following. Go
come
ahead.
together
Yep.
and we build alternative systems, such as
Mm-hmm.
we say, I know you're against food stamps somewhere, right? Welfare, that general
Mm-hmm.
system.
Mm-hmm.
We come together, we create
Mm-hmm.
food banks, we create all these different systems that
Mm-hmm.
are better, that where we go and we say, you know what, we're gonna create some free breakfast programs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go do all these
Is it
things.
free? Is it free?
Yes.
Okay. Who got the food and where'd you get the food from?
You can get farms. Work
Okay.
with the local
So
farms.
so so
Turn those
is
into
is
worker
create
cooperatives.
is creating a farm free?
No, you need some land, but there's plenty of people that have land.
Well,
My
you
family owns a whole bunch of land.
I got land. I got land. Okay.
Cool.
So
Let's
I
go.
got
Let's make a
land and
farm
we're
together.
sitting. Okay.
That's all. Let's go. Let's
Where are
do
you
it.
gonna get the soil from?
You can buy it.
Oh,
People
so
still
you need
have money.
capital.
Yes.
So you need
No.
capital.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure
You
we
need
need
some
capital to make
capital.
this happen. Okay, we need capital. So we're
Yeah.
dealing. So we're using capitalism to come about our needs.
No. No.
Continue.
No. No. Using capital is not the same as capitalism.
Fine. We're using capital to come about our needs. Continue.
Okay. Now, once
I
you
just
do
want you to know
this,
you need capital.
I'm aware. Yes.
Okay.
Once you do this, you've effectively created a decentralized socialist system. And
Okay.
then yes, at some point you will have to create armed guards, community policing, people that
Mm-hmm.
will be there to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can guarantee the government will
Yes.
not like seeing somebody
Correct.
building an alternate government
Mm-hmm.
that's more democratic, that
Can
has
we?
people coming
Can I
together.
pause you right there? Can I pause you right there?
All right, go
Because
ahead.
you said that you're more of a left wing guy, right?
I'm
And from
I'm not more left, but I'm an anarchist. I am
okay, you're left wing, all right.
very
So
far left.
now left wing, I often assume with uh Democrat voting.
I'm not for electoralism
Okay,
through
so you don't
creating.
vote.
Well, I vote as in harm reduction, as in I don't want to see a bunch of people get deported. I don't want to
Okay,
see a bunch of trans people
wait.
get their
So you
heads
vote
chopped off.
Democrat. So you're voting Democrat when you vote. Is that correct?
if I feel I need to
We're
vote, then
going
I will
against
vote.
Trump.
Yes.
We're going against Trump. You're going to vote Democrat, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, you said
Well,
you
it depends on the nominee.
Hold on.
It
Okay,
depends on
no.
the nominee.
All right, no doubt. But you're not going to vote for Trump, right? You're going to vote for the DNC. There's two-party system we live in. There's no
Yes.
ifs,
I
ands, or
would vote
buts
for
about it.
either.
Okay.
It's either
Okay.
Bernie.
So
I
you're
know
going
this is your person,
Democrat.
Tulsi. Either
Hold on.
Bernie, Tulsi, or Elizabeth Warren.
Hold on. You're
Okay.
going left, right? You're going
Yeah,
DNC,
that's
right?
not left. They're
Now,
not left. They aren't
we're
left
going
though.
DNC. All right, we're going DNC, right? Now, when we deal with the DNC, what we're talking about is the people that want to take away guns. Do you believe in taking away the guns?
No, I'm pro-gun.
Okay, so you're pro-gun. Now, to
Yes.
me,
You'll
that
wait,
sounds
hold
like
up.
that sounds like conservative
No.
values. I just want to point that
No.
out.
Wait. Do you know what Marx said about guns?
What did Marx say
Karl
about
Marx.
guns?
Let's pull this quote up real quick. He said, let me get this exact quote real quick. It's about gun control in particular.
Okay.
And you would agree with him on this.
Okay.
All right, let's see. The workers must be armed and organized. The whole proletariat must be armed at once with muskets, rifles, cannon, and ammunition. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be resisted by force if necessary.
Yes, beautiful. I love it. Sounds
yes,
great.
That's Marx.
Okay.
That's
That's fine.
Gun control is a wait, because we're gonna agree on this.
Wait. Hold on. What my point is that if you ask Trump supporters how they feel about guns, this is a very hot topic. If you go to Arizona, gun control is a very hot topic. In red states, gun control is a very hot topic. So
I'm aware.
I just want you to know if you walked into a room and they asked you about gun control, they would say that's a conservative leaning idea. Whether Marx agrees with it or not,
but they're wrong. It's not conservative.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying in 2019, that would be assumed as a conservative talking point and not a liberal talking point. Now let's proceed.
Well, exactly. I know it's not liberal. I'm not a liberal. You have to remember, liberals and leftists aren't the same thing.
I understand. Okay? I'm just telling you.
So don't conflate me with liberalism.
Hold on. When you say you're going to vote for the DNC, you're voting against your interest with gun control.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, John. Wait.
You got people jumping in out of nowhere. I thought this was me and you. You need help now? You tagging people in?
I didn't tag anybody in. Nah, my friend wanted to jump in. What's the issue? And I think we John, real quick.
Let's do it.
Real quick. I'm gonna point this. I think we
bring 3, 4,
Jesus.
5, 6.
Hotep Jesus. I think me and you. I think you would actually be a leftist if you read a little more leftist literature, such as Conquest of Bread. I wouldn't recommend reading Das Kapital because that book is too fucking long. Like, it's just way too long. Like, if you ever get the chance and you get a good 50 hours to sit down and read, go for it.
Okay.
But I think you would enjoy Conquest of Bread.
Okay.
I think you would enjoy anything by Huey Newton if you haven't read anything by him. He was a left wing. He's left wing.
Okay. I'm talking about 2019.
Yes, but these are
about the past, right? I'm talking about in 2019. Gun control. If we put the topic of gun control, if I put a survey out right now, gun control.
Wait, hold.
You're cutting me off. If I said gun control, is it more of DNC is pro-gun or against gun? People are going to say DNCs are against gun. They would say the Republican
the liberal
is for guns. They don't want gun control.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying. So when you vote blue, you're voting against the interest of gun control.
Now,
that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's
fair.
You're
voting against your interests.
That's fair.
If I can opt in here, I'm another one of those guys who votes against their interests, and I would agree on gun control that it should be more open. Although I would acknowledge there's some material realities, especially with like mass shootings and such. That would point to a sort of complication with gun control. But the final point is that I see the DNC and the RNC positions mainly as opportunism. I wouldn't say that either one is particularly dedicated to it. If you go back to like the 1970s or 80s, back when Ronald Reagan is governor of California with the NRA, which is typically a pro-gun rights organization. As the Black Panthers are now open carrying, they moved to create stricter gun control laws in order to take guns out of the hands of politically active Black people. And that is something I think either political party will do in order to restrict the rights of people who are politically active and don't associate themselves with either party.
Correct, because both
Yes.
parties are controlled by the same people.
Yes, the capitalist class controls both parties. I
wouldn't
look at
call them
the
capitalists, but
yes,
if
they
that's
are
what you want
without
to
a
call
doubt.
them,
They own.
that's fine. Let's call them capitalists. Let's say they're
Okay.
controlled by capitalists. Fine.
Yes.
We know that the RNC and the DNC are controlled by the same people, and those both same people don't want black people to have guns.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes. Okay. Now, I mean, in further with that, a Noam Chomsky quote here. He says, "The Democratic Party, the Republican Party, they are both one party. They are the business party." Okay.
Great.
Now, so all right, we agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Both parties are kind of used on some issues. Yes, one will lean on slightly tangent to the more left. One will lean slightly to the right, and they'll flip flop depending on who they think they can appeal to better. Now, and further, in regards to guns, in my view, are a good thing. I think a lot of measures are meant to intimidate black people and meant to imprison us if we do something slightly wrong. I believe that legal black gun ownership is a good thing. Things such as
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. So you're probably gonna disagree with me on this one. What is your stance on crime and punishment, such as prison abolition?
Prison abolition?
Yes.
I love it. I believe I believe that prison is not the correct way to handle people that are
Yes. 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. So I think you guys, Hoteps in particular, if you advocated that view more, you would get a lot more people that don't look at you guys just like these stereotypical misogynist people.
Well, I don't care. That's what
I'm saying you would get more black people on board.
But we're not worried about getting black people on board. That's where you're wrong. You see, it's like people say that we should move a certain way so that black people could join what we do. I'm not in this thing to get black people on board. I'm in this thing.
But what's the issue?
Hold on. I gotta finish. I'm in this thing to empower black people the way I know how. Now, whether the black community agrees with my message or not, to be frank,
fair.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, that's fair.
Doesn't though there have to be some acknowledgement of trying to get black people on board? If I go back to one of your theory books, was it The $1 Trillion Nation? It talks about a very collectivist solution to the issues facing the black community and their lack of not just like financial capital, because they are a $1 trillion nation. They contribute $1 trillion. I think 1.2 is the most recent stat given in 2017 or 2018. But without popular black support, how are solutions put forward or prescribed within the $1 trillion nation ever to be achieved?
Because I don't need black people to pull out to achieve our goals.
If the goal is advancing black struggle, then how are you going to do that without black people? That's what I'm confused about.
I don't need black people to do that. I can do it with white people. I have white people right now who are willing to help me revitalize the black community. I don't have to fix the black people. I can fix it with white people.
I think they are trying to control you. And I think they are trying to push a white nationalist agenda onto you. Yes, that's what they're doing.
For example, let's walk down our initiative that we just pulled off this week. Thursday, Brooklyn, New York, Auntie's Block, Black Woman, held a marketing and branding workshop. That marketing and branding workshop needed capital to get started up. Hotep Nation put that money up. Do you know where Hotep Nation got that money from? White folks.
Okay.
So you're telling me I can't empower black people with white people, but I'm
saying it doesn't seem as, what's the word?
You're talking about
good.
What it seems. You're talking about what it seems, and I'm telling you what it is. You're talking about hypothetical, and I'm talking about in application. See, what you're thinking about, I'm actually doing.
You know who else is doing this?
I'm literally creating racial peace via my own, just my Twitter. I'm creating some racial peace, letting these people know, look, Hotep Jesus is pro-black first and foremost. I've said it in video, I've said it in interview, and it's published on our website. And when I ask white people, I say, what does Hotep Nation stand for? The white following that I have will say, this is a pro-black movement. If y'all need help, let me know. I said, look, I have a Patreon. Please donate to our Patreon so we can build up the black community. And they say, you know what? Let's do that. When I speak to Scott Adams,
all right, now,
the creator,
can I offer you other
Scott
organization
said,
that you might want to also try working with?
No,
because
I'm still talking.
okay,
No, I'm still talking. Scott Adams said the greatest untapped resource to black people is white people. It seems as though people don't realize there's a lot of white people that are willing to help improve the black community with black leadership. The problem is people are trying to improve the black community with white people with white leadership. For example, Colin Kaepernick, when he takes the money and he donates over $1 million to different charities, you can go down the line, each one, and find out it's a white person at the head of these charitable organizations. When you deal with Hotep Nation, it's white people giving money to where the black man is the leader. And that's the difference.
And another group that does this, in my view, a lot better is Symbiosis Rev, who has created exact plans to create worker cooperatives that are interconnected, that will, I'm telling you right now, they will do significantly better, and they're all black owned.
They're beautiful.
Helping each other within their neighborhood.
Yes.
They're based off in Mississippi. You might want to look them up. I might have gotten the state wrong. Symbiosis Rev, look them up.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But again, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Everybody needs to chip in how they know how. The people that are at Symbiotic are chipping in for the black community how they know how. I'm chipping in how I know how. I don't got to do what they doing. That's the problem with the black community. We all trying to do the same thing. We all open up nail salons. We all open up hair salons. We all doing makeup, and we end up competing with each other. Everybody got to.
And I don't think we should be competing with.
So what I'm saying is, if Symbiotic is doing something, Symbiosis, if they're doing something in the black community, I'm gonna take my hat off to them. I'm gonna learn from them. I might even work with them. But that's not going to change what I'm doing.
Okay, that's fine. But what you... Okay, wait, so you... Let me just clarify this real quick for myself. You believe in black capitalism, correct?
If that's what you want to call it. I don't know.
Do you want to create a, like...
I believe in capitalism.
You don't believe in capitalism?
I said I believe in capitalism.
Okay,
I believe that capitalism at this state is the only system that can pull black people up out of the dirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, simply because it doesn't, it never has, it never will. Capitalism is built off creating a permanent underclass, which is what they have turned us into. That is a reason we have such a high racial wealth gap. It's not. I'm sure you agree. Wait, hold on. Let me finish my point. I'm sure you agree. We're not genetically inferior to white people. I'm sure you agree that the system itself is harming us. The system itself is harming. This system isn't socialist. This is not socialist. That is the funniest thing you have said in my entire I've ever heard. Oh my god. No, this system is socialist. No. This system is not socialist at all. If you want to call it social democracy, go for it.
I'm going to show you.
Okay, wait, hold up, real quick before we do this. What is socialism? What's the definition of socialism?
I'm going to show you right now.
What's the definition of socialism?
I'm going to explain it right now.
Go for it.
Okay, now check this out. Under Lenin, one of the godfathers of communism, Lenin is quoted as saying 90% of communism is having a central bank. The United States has a central bank which issues a fiat currency, which enslaves everybody in a death note from birth. So when you say we're under a system of capitalism, I say, no, we are under a system of communism from the United States dollar.
Communism is a stateless, moneyless, classless society. How is that any of that communism?
I just told you. I just told you. Listen to me. You gotta listen.
No, you're not listening.
May I mediate this real quick? Because I've seen this argument that you brought up before, the fact that centralization of capital through the banking system, as I think you're putting forth, through, I forget what the exact act is, the creation of the Federal Reserve Act, I think in 1913, and then you'd be referencing the October Revolution, during which Lenin also argued that the central banks had to also be created in Russia for centralization of capital in order to carry out the remainder of the revolution and the creation of the USSR. That's what you're going with?
No, that's not what I'm going with. First of all, let's define socialism. Socialism is centralization.
No.
That's what it is.
No, it's not. Socialism is worker ownership of the means of production. Do you understand libertarian socialist thought? Decentralized, stateless socialism. Socialism is not centralization.
It's
That is false.
centralization.
That's not true. That's not true. That is false.
Okay.
I'm going
to show you how. And we're going to
how can you define socialism as that when it's not? Have you read Das Kapital? Have you read Conquest of Bread? Have you read the things that define socialism?
I'm going to show you right now.
Okay. All right.
When you have a system of socialism, right? Mm-hmm. And you have socialist programs, right? Let's say
no, you don't have socialist programs. Those are called social democratic programs.
Okay, so when you issue this food program, as your partner brought up in the beginning of this conversation, he did say food program. He did say
yes,
that.
As in individual people feeding
coming together.
That's decentralized.
Together.
How's that?
Coming together.
Yes,
right?
That's decentralized.
Okay, now
still decentralized.
What happens is these people come together and they pool their resources. You got apples, I got grapes, you got oranges. We pool them together. We centralize the resources, then decide how we're going to divvy it up amongst us. Is that not how it works? Is that
that's
not how food program would
work? That's how literally every system works. Everybody,
that's not how every system works. That's not how capitalism. That's not how the free market
owner
works.
of a private company under the capitalist United States, they decide who gets the hours, who gets this, who gets that, who.
Because it's socialist.
That's not socialist to have one person decide everything for everybody else.
That is definitely socialism.
No,
I'm going to show you free market. How free market works is it goes.
Okay.
We have 44 million black people in America, and we have oranges, we have grapes, and we have apples, and we don't know how much of this stuff we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to set prices on these things, and we're going to let people come and purchase these things based upon the prices. And what happens is if people
do that based off weight.
You're cutting me off. So what happens is once we set these prices, let's say we set them at $5 across the board, and then we come around and we find out, well, there's a high demand of apples and there's a low demand of oranges. So what we could do is we could say, well, the oranges are actually going to go bad and we got to get rid of them. Otherwise, this is waste. Let's drop the price of oranges and raise the price of apples, and it should start offsetting things so that we don't deplete our resources. That is free market capitalism. Socialism, when you take all these things, you don't put any prices to them, and then people come and you hand out rations to your comrade. You say,
no. Socialism is, you can have money in socialism. Are you aware?
You know, when the people hear this back, they're going to know y'all fools, right?
You're aware people have money in have you heard of Titoism?
You're trying to take the topic somewhere else.
No.
We're talking about apples, grapes, and oranges.
All right, let's talk about
and the means of distribution. The means of distribution is what we're talking about.
Okay, the means of distribution can be owned directly by the workers themselves. That is decentralized. Handouts do not mean socialism.
The decisions have to go to a central.
No, they do not have to go to a
44 million
people. Have to go to a
44 people can't make a decision.
You're wrong.
44
read
people.
A single thing about socialism.
44 million people.
You're wrong.
Listen to me.
You're wrong.
You can act like a child if you want. You can act like a child if you want. You can act your age if you want. But we're having an adult conversation.
My age. You need to act yours, boy. What you mean? All right, let's get this straight. You got socialism wrong. You got the definition of socialism wrong.
You have 44 million black people. How did you make 44 million black people make a decision?
They don't all have to make the exact same decision.
Who's making the decision?
The people themselves. I'm not making the decision.
44 million people. How do 44 million people make decisions upon who gets grapes, who gets orange, and who gets apples, and how many?
It's based on need. The people themselves. If I say, hey, I need an orange, I go grab one.
So what are they going to do?
I go to my garden. I feel like it. Under socialism,
Let's
There's
walk through
more
this.
land
Let's walk
available
through
for
this.
everybody.
Let's walk through this. We're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna write down my family needs 4 oranges, 3 apples, and this, that, right? All
There you go.
44
You
million.
get it.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay,
Boom.
wait.
We're
Let's.
done. That's
No,
socialism.
we're not
Got it
done.
for you.
No, we're not done.
Yes, you are. That's socialism.
All you did was write down your order. Now you take your order and you send it to who?
No, you don't send it to anybody. It's right there. You could probably grow it in your backyard.
Okay.
Socialism.
Okay.
You would go to a community garden if you want.
It goes to where? If 44 million black people are looking for apples, oranges, and grapes, right, or whatever it is, right, and they write down their order, who do they send the order to? Who views the order to allocate the?
They get it themselves. They go into wherever the apples and oranges and grapes are. They pick what they need. They leave.
Where is this? So you're saying 44 million black people go to Walmart? Oh, okay. So now
either a garden.
Oh wait. So hold on.
Either there's a garden. Either there's a store that pushes as much as needed, as much as they feel is needed, into the store. The same way things are done.
So how do you? So everybody gets an even amount, right?
No one gets an even amount. That is.
So who gets what? Who gets more oranges than apples?
The people that you grab what you need and then you go.
All right. So let's say I go and
let's say you need 50 oranges. I can't stop you from taking 50 oranges.
All right. So I take 50 oranges, right? What about the people that need oranges after me?
They get some more.
Where does it come from? These magic
there
oranges
should be
that
plenty.
No, the farmer.
Why wouldn't there be enough?
Hold on. The local farm has a finite amount of oranges. He can't pull oranges out of the sky. Let's say his oranges yield 1,000 oranges. One person comes through, they take 500 oranges. Another person.
Why would they do that? But why would they want?
Right? Because they're gluttonous. Right? This is a human trait. Hold on. Let's say this. Hold on, wait. You gotta follow me.
No one's gonna do that.
No one's gonna do that.
Nobody wants to just go grab a whole bunch of oranges and go, yep, I got my 500 oranges. I'm going to go chill at home and eat my 500. Like, that's not a realistic situation.
Have you ever seen kids
situations that aren't going to happen?
Have you ever seen kids? If you take the bowl of candy and you put it outside the house and you leave it, how many kids in the neighborhood do you think are going to get candy out of that bowl? Do you think all of the kids are going to get candy? It. Oh, what's going to happen is, if you do it, I want you to do this experiment this year. Take some candy, put it outside your home. What you'll find is the first batch of kids dump the whole thing in and keep it moving. You want to know why? Because
hold up. Because in this situation, on the oranges, apples, all that mess, there's people around watching you that are saying, all right, let's check on this. Okay, that guy needs a whole bunch of oranges. Probably doesn't need 500. That doesn't seem very.
He doesn't need them, right? He doesn't need all 500. He wants.
He may
500.
need 50. He may have a whole big family.
What if this guy produces orange juice? He might need 500.
Then he would be in the workers themselves that work in the orange juice factory would go to a specialized area for their orange juice. What if he doesn't
want to work in the factory? What if he wants to produce the oranges on his own? Produce the orange juice in his house? Then what?
Then he can do that, and that's for him.
So he might need 500. He might need 500 oranges to produce orange juice because a glass of orange.
Why would you wait?
One glass of orange juice might need 10 oranges.
Why would somebody want to produce stuff in their own home when they can get it quicker, easier, without having to go take up a whole bunch of things from the community, when they can just get it from the community itself already?
I'm going to answer that right now. You see, what happens is, okay, oranges decay over time, right? It has an expiration date. It's not like synthetic foods, right? So what you could do is you can say, look, I want to preserve these oranges. What I can do is I can squeeze the juice out of them, and then I can preserve the juice either by freezing or some other method. And that way I can get my nutrition from the orange juice that way. Mm-hmm. See, and that way I can store it for a rainy day. What if I can't get to the store and I need oranges? Well, we go in the basement freezer, we pull out our orange. Point being is that he might need 500 oranges to make the orange juice. Who is going to stand at the orange stand and say, you, sir, you cannot have 500 oranges? Who's going to say that?
If there's a whole bunch of people that need oranges,
okay,
for some random reason, let's just say there's a reason everyone just so happens to need a whole lot of oranges.
Hotep Jesus gets to the orange stand first. I need 500 oranges. You told me I can take as much as I want.
They go, why do you need 500 oranges? That seems a little excessive.
You told me
I need to make some orange juice for myself. They go, I mean, I guess if you're legitimately just making orange juice and that's it, and you're freezing them or whatever, you're storing them.
A few minutes ago, you said I could take as many oranges as I want. Now you're saying I can't.
You take as many as you need. There's a difference.
I need 500 oranges. I make orange. I like orange juice. I need 500 oranges. I'm telling you, I need 500. Tell me I can't take 500.
You have to keep in mind as well that you're doing this within the context of the community. If you look back to a lot of utopian socialists
who community. I'm Hotep Jesus.
No. Be quiet and let him speak.
Community.
Yo, I'm telling
you, I need 500 oranges for me and my family.
But the thing is that you're not going to do any of this. You're not going to participate in a market absent of your community under capitalism, and you're not going to participate in a sort of socialist distribution.
What I'm saying is this. If I get to the stand under capitalism and I want 500 oranges, right? What'll happen is the first time I might buy 500 oranges. Boom, they done. You know what happens the next time we come back? The person at the stand can say, well, we doubled the price of oranges because the demand was so high. So now the next time I don't buy 500 oranges, I buy 250 oranges. You raise the prices again, and I only buy 100 oranges. This is how you control the means of distribution, pricing, through supply and demand. When you're doing it through socialism, it's based upon, well, I don't think somebody would do that. And you, sir, other people need this stuff. There's no control there. So then when I take 500 oranges, what you're going to have to do is take up arms and kill me. Because you just told me I can take as much as I want. And now you're saying I can't. I got to worry about these people behind me.
If you're acting in an antisocial manner, the community can decide to take action. Yes, that happens under capitalism too.
That's how all the people died under communism.
That's not how people died under communism.
Yeah,
what was communism?
It's a violent.
When did all these people, Rojava and the Zapatistas and free Ukraine die? Yo, this is crazy. When did all these people die? You're talking about state capitalism in the USSR. That's what you're talking about. You were talking about a completely different system than what I am proposing.
No,
you're not talking about.
I'm breaking down the flaws in your system.
First you say socialism is centralization, then you say socialism is decentralization.
You said I can have as many oranges as I want.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said I can have as many oranges as I want. Now you're saying I can't.
No,
There's a
I
flaw
never said
in your
that.
system.
Hey, John, did I ever say that?
Yes, you did. When you play back the tape, you'll hear yourself.
No, I said you can have as many as you need.
So when we put this forward, we said that people will grab what they need, but then you obviously took advantage of the system. Which, I mean, I don't blame you for. This is sort of a capitalist mindset.
People will take what they need. What is that? How do you quantify that? How do you know they will take what they need? And how do you know they won't lie?
Because this is how a community works. Even within a capitalist system where you're controlling people through prices as well, you'll have to do a certain amount of that. Even under the system that we have now, where you can set price controls for food and everything, there are still people who don't have proper access.
So you're saying that your socialism is impervious to corruption?
It's not. Nothing is impervious to corruption, but I would say that socialism...
Say it again.
Okay, I'll say it again, because this is something that we need to concede. Nothing is impervious to corruption.
Right. So if I say all the oranges are here at this stand, right? This is the centralized point of oranges.
That's not centralized.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
You said that when people in the community need oranges, they go to this place to get oranges. It's one place. Is that correct?
No, it's wherever.
We're talking about the community. We're talking about the community.
I want to grow oranges in my backyard. I'm going to go to my backyard and grab some oranges. Someone else is growing oranges in their backyard. That's a personal property. I cannot go in there. If I go, hey, Bill, I need some oranges.
The people with no property.
Can you give me some?
We're talking about the people with no property.
Then I will get some.
We're talking about people with no property.
Everyone would have a home under socialism. Everyone would have access to.
So this is a utopian society.
No, we have over 5. Wait, hold up. You want
44 million black people just automatically got land?
boy, all right, we have millions
Where'd
of
this land
homeless
come
people,
from?
and we have more abandoned buildings, abandoned homes, and homeless people in the United fucking States of America. The
Yeah.
quote-unquote richest country in the world.
So
Why
who's gonna?
wouldn't under
Who owns that
capitalism, it
property?
is
So
beneficial to
who
keep
owns
someone
the
homeless
property?
because
Who
I can
owns the
make
property?
money off of sending them to jail for being homeless.
Who owns the property?
Individual capitalists.
How are you gonna take the property?
Through force. In a violent revolution, there's force, there's
you're
blood,
saying
there's
that
death.
44
Just
million
like the
black
way
people,
capitalism was
44.
established
So you're saying
when they
44.
took the
So
free land
you're saying
and privatized it. There was bloodshed, there was force.
You're
Simple.
saying 40.
Every system uses bloodshed and force to establish itself.
Okay.
That is a fact.
Okay, let's walk down this road, right? You said we're going to take it by force. Let's assume that all 197 million white people are white supremacists, and let's just assume they are. Hold on.
No, I don't believe that's the way they are.
Wait.
Nah, that's bullshit,
Hold on.
bro.
Hold on. You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. Because we're going off of hypotheticals here. Let's assume all 44 million black people agree that we're going to go down this line of socialist utopia, right? Now we're going to agree that 197 white people are all white supremacists or suspected white supremacists. They could flip it any time, right? Let's assume half of that number are white supremacists. A quarter of that number are white supremacists. We're still outnumbered, right? Not only are we hold on. Not only are we outnumbered, we are outgunned. You think 44 million black people can defeat the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, the DIA?
We're not doing this. We're not going and stealing the housing right away. That is the final step.
I said, how are you going to get the property? How are you going to get the property? You said guns. How are you going to beat the people with the most guns?
I said through violence. The assumption I put in was that you were talking about within a revolution. Once we have built up dual power and we have these things established, eventually you will need force and you will need violence to fight through. You need solidarity with white people.
With that.
You can't just do black people together, all black people. That's not going to work.
That's
one
fine.
racist social fucking construct.
Hold on. Let's roll
so
with
that doesn't even matter.
Roll with that.
Second of all,
let's roll with that. We've stolen the land. We've gotten the land back. All the land is ours now, right? Cool. But you know what? Land ain't equal. Some of the soil is better than other parts of a country have better soil. Who determines who gets what property with the best soil?
Freedom of association, freedom of movement. You decide where you want to go. No one else can.
All right. So boom. Me and my homies, we take up all the best land.
Once you have
we take up all the best land.
We take up all the best land. Hold on. You cannot invade someone else's personal property.
I'm not invading nobody's space. What I'm saying is me and my friends have devised a plan to acquire the best land in America.
Which by what? We're talking about wait, let me clarify. We're talking about under socialism, right?
Under
my
idea
system
that you have here, right?
Okay.
Me and my people, while the revolution has ended, we have now decided to take these properties and make them our own. Now, under the guise of some sort of subversive tactics, me and the homies have acquired all or majority of the best land with the best soil. I now
because there would be people still in that land. That's where the dual power part comes in.
They're with me.
We have
those people in that land.
Those
people in that land are with me. They with Hotep Jesus. Their loyalty is to Hotep Jesus.
Then you have effectively created your own state where you're the head of it.
Boom.
Go for that. You want to create your own state? Fine.
Hold on, no. We're gonna walk through it.
No, but you're not gonna want to create your own state with dual power.
We defeated the white man.
Everything for you and everyone together through solidarity.
Everyone's
working together saying, hey, let's do all this. Holy shit, us coming together as people, as individuals, working. You're not going to go, together. Hey, this one guy said he's going to give me land. No one's going to follow that because that's not how that works. That's just not how human nature.
Okay.
Why would I willingly give you the power to decide what you want to do for me?
Let's back it up
I can decide for myself, hey, I want to go live in that area right there.
That's fine. That's cool. Let's back it up again. Let's back it up again. Hold on. You ready? And your friend bowed out of this conversation. I just want to know that. The one I was
I'm still here. Like, if you want to talk.
But you ain't been the one. So let's just put that out there. Anyway.
What do you mean I ain't been the one?
There's a
you want me to?
Hold on. No. I'm talking.
You want to debate John?
There's a finite. there's a
Man's read way more
finite
theory than I
there's a
have.
there's a finite amount of resources as far as land is concerned, and some of it has better soil, right? Is
Sure.
it not true that people would want the best soil? They don't. Some people don't want radioactive land. Some people want good land that they can grow crops on. Some people are going to have to get land you can't grow crops on. Some people are going to have to get land that has snakes and alligators in the background. Who's going to determine? They're going to say, look, I want that land. Who's going to determine that they get that land?
Co-op would have been in effect by this point.
A co-op?
Yes.
So you want to sleep in the same bedroom as my wife?
No, that's not what a co-op is.
That isn't how that works.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's not how that works, bro. You need to go on Google.
Me and my girl don't want to share a house. Me and my girl don't want to share a house. We want to live in our own house. That's how it was in the previous system. That's how it is in this system. I want my own house. And
then you have your own house. People would have their own house.
Hold on.
I don't know
where
you
get this notion. And I want great land to put my orange tree in the back.
Why?
I want my orange tree.
Why?
You're saying I can't have it now?
No, I'm asking you why.
Because I want my orange tree. Because I need to feed my family. I want to feed my family off the land. You said I could have an orange tree.
But they're already able to be fed through this previous system.
If we want to walk through this, like the way like it could happen in a socialist utopia, or you want to walk through like
utopia, you need to say that again because it's a utopia y'all talking about. You think this shit is perfect. People ain't perfect.
No, I would fully acknowledge that. And the way you
system is not imperfect. The system's not impervious to corruption. So at some point, the finite amount of resources are going to fall into the hands of the evil, and we'll be back in the same system all over again. The difference is, under socialism, it'll happen faster. Just like it happened with the United States of America. It only took about 100 years for us to get us here. 1913, as soon as they put us under the system of the Federal Reserve, you see what happened to the United States dollar. Has been depreciating in value. Prior to, if you had a penny, you had copper. The penny ain't made out of copper no more. It's made out of tin because they changed the laws under some socialist system that basically says socialism. You can make anything money.
All right, everybody, we have a new definition of socialism. Socialism is when you change what money is made out of. The more you change money, the more it's socialism.
Power. Socialism is centralization of power.
It's not. Do you know what Rojava is? Are you aware of Rojava and the Zapatistas?
This ain't a quiz.
No, but no, I'm asking you, are you aware of these socialist
this ain't a quiz.
groups
this ain't a quiz.
that have their own
this
territory?
Ain't a quiz.
This ain't a quiz. Land.
This ain't a quiz,
in
bro.
Rojava's case, they're fighting ISIS. In the Zapatistas' case, they have their own land, they have people's councils, they have housing co-ops. They have all these things, and they're working well, and they're working better.
Yeah. I hear you.
I mean,
you talk about a utopian society. You talk about a utopian society.
No, now practical. Now he's actually referring to democratic confederations of places. Rojava actually exists. The Zapatista movement actually exists. There's even within the United States the Jackson Kush plan.
Okay, so you're talking about small spots, right?
We're talking about
small. Make up over 30 million people. But all right.
Where?
In Mexico. Look up the Zapatistas. Oh my God.
In Mexico.
Zapatistas.
Okay.
Let's look them up.
In Mexico. Are they made up of Mexicans?
They are made up of indigenous people to the Mexican land, and they are made up of Mexican people.
Are they Mexican?
What do you mean by Mexican? There's white Mexicans, there's black Mexicans, there's
whatever
Asian
Mexican. You tell me. What are they? What's their makeup?
All right, let's look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Tell me what they're made up of.
They're made up of different people of different nationality.
What are they? Tell me what the makeup is.
Black.
If
Native,
they in Mexico,
white,
black ain't a race.
African, sure, Afro-Latinos.
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 Okay. How many of them are Afro-Latinos? You just made a whole new term, but go ahead.
I did? Wait.
Afro-Latino. What the fuck is an Afro-Latino? Either you black or you not. Either you Afro or you not. Either you Latino or you not. What is it?
Afro-Latin American. Afro-Latin Americans
or
Black Latin American refer to Latin Americans of significant African ancestry. The term may also refer to historical and cultural elements in Latin America thought to have emanated from this community.
So
boom,
the African
that's one.
In the African in Mexico.
Afro-Latin Americans Bro, you're not you want to complain about me jumping in, but you're not letting me make a single point. All
You
right,
ain't
now,
told me how many of the 20 million
there's
people is
native,
Mexican or
there's
not.
native Mexicans, there's people native to the land from before the Spanish
How
came.
many?
It's like about
Don't say me
3,000 in
about.
the 90s.
I don't know. Tell me the percentages. What percent of the Batistas is Afro Latin? What percent
They
is
don't have
white Latin or whatever
Not
it is? Tell me
available.
what it is.
Currently
Not
available.
available. Okay, good. I know it wouldn't
25
be available
million
because I'm going to
indigenous
break it
people.
down for you. I'm going
There's
to tell you what
25 indigenous people in there. They
indigenous
have their
people
own land
that
are
are
doing well.
they
You want
are.
to talk about
Hold on,
Rajavi?
hold on,
We can get
hold
the
on, hold on, hold
demographics
on,
on that.
hold on. You say when doing well, well is subjective, but that's a whole nother story, right? Now we talk about this indigenous population. This indigenous population is homogenous, and they agree on a lot of things. United States is not a homogenous nation. We are a melting pot of different races. So when you take a system that works for homogenous people and try to make it work for a melting pot, that don't make no sense. Because people in the melting pot don't have the same interests. The people in the Bautistas have the same interests, so they can do that. Black people in America can't agree on the same interests. You and I can't agree on the same interests, but you think that you can align 44 million black people under the same interests
No, I'm saying
under
that when
this
you show
system of the
people,
United
hey,
States
this thing
government.
is working and doing better, that they will follow into that thing. And because you do not have a central head of power, you are allowing people to have equal share of power while they're still able to do what they want to do within their own personal life. Is it if I say, I want to just do odd jobs around the community because I don't like working that much.
I don't.
And I do some odd jobs.
I don't want to do no jobs.
Okay, that's cool. You
What are
still
you
get
gonna do now?
benefits, but eventually, what do you want to do? What do you want to do for fun?
I don't want to do nothing. I want to sit in the sun and
Go do that then.
and
That's fine.
fornicate. And I want my
That's
oranges
a problem
and I
because there's
want my
other people that
apples.
don't want to fornicate.
So, no, I'm saying I've joined this community. Y'all said, yo, I'm black. I'm down.
That's
I'm
not
down
what it.
too.
No, it's not about being black. It's about
whatever it's about.
believing in
I'm
a certain
down.
system.
Okay, I
you
left
believe
that
in the system,
I want to
then
come
you're
to
going to
your
want to
system.
help that system.
I'm coming to that system.
Then you're going to
but
want to
I
make
don't
sure
want
it
to help.
survives.
I don't want to help. I just came from a system that had me working. I don't want to work no more.
We have machines that can do the majority of work. I hope you're aware of this. There's a thing called automation.
So,
you might want to look that up, my man.
Right. So you got automation. Great.
And you
I
have
don't want to
people
work. I'm not going to work.
If
right?
we fully
So where's
automate
my-
everything,
so
if
so
we just about fully automate everything,
Who do I go to get my house?
housing co-op.
What?
Housing co-op, because some people still want to do things.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
Wait. So I'm going to go to the housing co-op, right? So roughly, make it up. How many people are in this co-op?
I don't know. It depends on the area if we're talking about. If
1,000,
we're talking about one
20,000?
commune.
Tell me.
We're talking about a commune, say 100,000 people.
100,000 people.
Let's
right?
say 100,000 people in the commune.
I
and
show
then
up,
there's...
and I'm number 100,001. I show up.
Okay,
I go,
wait.
Who's got my house?
You didn't let me finish. Within the commune, there are wards. Within the individual wards,
there are what?
There's wards. That's what they're called. Like, think of a neighborhood. Wards. Think of like a neighborhood, right?
Right.
Okay. Like there's a city, there's neighborhoods. Within the individual neighborhoods, you go to whoever was elected to be in that position.
Who was elected. Okay, so now we're dealing with a person with power.
Yeah, a power that can be revoked at literally any moment.
Well, I ain't say nothing. I just said he was a person with a position of power. That's all I said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to go to this person with the position of power and say,
or people
whatever,
that said, you know what,
it's a board of 10. It's a board of 10 people. Fine, cool, however you want to do this. I go to the board of 10 people. I say I want my house. They get me my house. What kind of house do I get?
Based on what you need. If it's just
I need one
probably
with,
get an apartment. No,
okay,
no,
so
based off human objective, human need, not based off what you said.
All I need is food, water, and shelter.
You have.
All I need is food, water, and shelter.
Yes, you can get an apartment.
Okay, cool. So now I chill, and I'm in this apartment just chilling, right? I don't have to do nothing, right?
Not necessarily. If everything's fully automated, no, you wouldn't have to do anything.
Okay, so I don't have to do anything because you guys have fucking machines from the year 3014.
No, we have
machines
that are able to do all these things currently. We just don't use them for that manner because the capitalists would not be making money off of the machine.
What?
Yeah.
What machines are you talking about?
we can make machines right now to do any work we need.
Oh, so we have to
Let's
make
talk
these
about
machines.
you
said that
you
the
can have
machines
machines lay
existed.
down pipe.
I
You
just
can have
caught you.
machines
I just
build
caught you.
houses.
You said the machines exist. Now you're saying we have to make the machines. Which one is it before we move forward?
So I'd say we have the machines existing. You decided to say that they're coming from the year 3000.
So they exist.
No.
So they exist. So
Yeah,
these machines,
yeah.
all these machines exist to handle all of our problems.
Not every single one, but a good amount do. Yes.
Okay, name one. What machine's gonna build my house?
Let's look it up. Machines that build houses.
Yeah, let's look it up. The sad part is I know the machine that builds the houses, but I'm gonna let you look.
All right.
And the machine doesn't build the house without people. Go ahead.
A robot can build this $10,000 house within 12 hours.
Read Karl Marx too many.
And yeah, there's a machine that can build a house in 12 hours. Wow, crazy.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Exactly. Now, how does that machine operate? Let's look at how that machine operates. Right? How does it get there?
Doesn't say.
Oh, it doesn't say because you need a whole bunch of people. It takes about 4 or 5 people to operate that machine. I know because I do research and stuff. I know automation. I'm in this business. I'm a tech startup founder. You're not dealing with a dummy. I know about these machines. What I'm telling you is machines are something that companies love. That's why when you go to the grocery store, they got self-checkout. That's why when you go to McDonald's, they got self-checkout. That's why when you go look at the warehouse that Alibaba runs, the warehouse has no people in it. It has robots.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
Yeah. Boom. And you know what? China still has poverty. And there's still people that are homeless. There's still people that are oppressed. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Because why do we have poverty? Because capitalism benefits off having everybody impoverished. You cannot create just
so China's a capitalist country now?
Yes. Okay. They have millionaires and billionaires. How in the world are they communist or socialist?
Okay, great. You know they have a central bank, right? Controlled by the IMF?
That's not socialism. Socialism is worker ownership of the means of production.
I didn't say it was.
That's still capitalism.
You know they have a central bank run by the IMF.
Still capitalism.
Okay, you want to call it capitalism? I call it socialism. It's fine.
No,
I just want you to know
these are real world things that have definitions. No, that central banking does not necessitate socialism.
Okay, so you're saying that people in China have machines that do all the work for them, but capitalism is the reason why these people are homeless and poor and oppressed.
Because they live in a capitalist system.
They live in a capitalist system.
So these people benefit off of having them impoverished. If we want to talk about socialist states or socialist system, we can talk about Rojava.
Is North Korea a capitalist nation?
That's state capitalism, yes. Where the state owns the means of production. That's state capitalism.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Really? You sure about that?
Yeah, North Korea is state capitalism. That's state capitalism where
I'm giving you a chance to take that back right now.
Well, let's ask.
Give you a chance to take it back now because niggas gonna play this shit back.
I mean, you can look at it. There are historical examples of socialism, which many theorists do point to as a form of state capitalism, such as the historical examples of the USSR, which bureaucratized much of the work and put industry in the hands of a few unaccountable bureaucrats. The difference between the socialism that Aries is advocating for is that under a system of true socialism, you would be able to vote for the conditions of your workplace. There'd be a direct democratic aspect to socialism.
So you voting now?
Yeah, you'd be able to vote in your workplace.
Y'all started off this conversation saying you don't believe in electoral, right?
We don't believe.
When the people play this back, they're gonna see all y'all contradictions. So I hope
we can go further down this road. We can define what electoralism is currently in the United States. You vote for a representative to go and make decisions on your behalf. The institutions we would like to see is people voting directly for what affects them, not for a representative to go out and make rules for them.
So you're saying that every single decision that the commune makes has to go through a vote.
Yeah, more or less. It has to be decided communally.
Okay. Now, you do realize, based upon the decisions that have to be made for a commune to work, we basically spend all day voting.
We wouldn't necessarily have to spend all day voting. I could see at the institute.
You said every decision needs a vote.
Maybe at the beginning. Decision. But that's not involving personal lives. That's not involving me wanting to get whatever job. That's involving how the
and
commune operates in and of itself.
okay, now when you're dealing with a corporation or a co-op, right? When you have a startup and everybody has equity, right? Everybody has ownership of this thing.
That's not
People tend to argue over what color pens we should use. They'll say we should order blue pens, and no, we should order red pens, right? And what happens is you'll spend 2 hours in a boardroom meeting arguing over whether we should have blue pens or red pens, when really you could have took that position and gave it to somebody else and said, yo, you decide what supplies the office need, right? So you can't vote on everything. You'll be here all day voting. We can't vote and say, oh, well, we're going to plant orange trees. Okay, what kind of oranges? Navel oranges versus these oranges. All right, let's vote. Boom, done. We voted.
Yes,
All right,
most
cool.
people.
Now we got to decide. All right, who's gonna host the oranges? These are the people. Wait, we got to vote to make the people. All right, cool. Now we've chosen the people that are eligible. Now we got to vote to make the people eligible. Cool. Now we know who's going to grow the oranges. Next decision. What kind of soil do we want to use?
Yes, we can point out.
Now we gotta make a vote and decide. Well, what soils do we want to consider?
Sure, we can point out the frivolity.
You see how easily we can spend all day trying to figure out how to plant one orange tree.
Yes, we can spend all day doing that, but at some point,
but we can also go quickly doing that.
You can't vote
on every decision.
No,
at some point you're going to have to centralize the power. It's going to have to be dictated by one person.
Okay,
or a committee of people.
At some point, yes, you're going to have to do something like that, but we can't just frivolously state that we'd spend all day voting on something as inconsequential as red pens or blue pens. Whether you're a socialist or even if you're a capitalist like yourself, I don't think anyone would be that dumb to spend the majority of their time when there are obviously much bigger fish to fry.
And I'm telling you what happens every single day because I've seen it. I'm 40 years old. I've seen it. Now, let's continue, right? Now, you said we have to centralize this power at some point, either through a board or people. Now you're telling me that from some miraculous reason, people have been alleviated from the 7 deadly sins. Something you have done have alleviated people of their ego, of their wants, of their desires. That's what you've done. I don't know how you did that. That is what you're going to have to make me explain, how you can stop people from being corrupt. Because when you take a few people and you give them power,
that's
power
capitalism.
Corrupts.
Congrats, you just explained capitalism and the problem with it. Congrats.
You can't just say the
Guys,
word capitalism.
He explained how bad capitalism
you can't just
is.
throw the word capitalism out every time you say something. You can't just throw the word capitalism out there every time I say something because I just walked you through this.
Exactly
I just said,
I'm
going to say it again. We sat there and said you can't make decisions in this
capitalism
co-op.
Puts a few people in power
decisions in this co-op. We can't make decisions in this co-op based upon voting. At some point, the power has to go.
Or consensus.
We
if
just
everybody
agreed,
says, you know what, I want to make
we
some
just
pens.
We just agreed that everybody can't vote on every decision. So at some point, it has to go to a single person or a committee of people. And what I said to you is, how do you alleviate people of their natural sense of the 7 deadly sins? How do you alleviate people of their ego?
Are you talking within a specific Christian context?
Hold on,
I'm not a Christian. I'm a
I ain't talking about Christian context. I'm talking about jealousy and envy, gluttony.
Okay, but
how do you alleviate that?
First of all, I don't think you need to alleviate people of the 7 deadly sins in order to decide whether the pen should be red or blue. Frankly, that's an inconsequential decision to that sort of morality.
Yeah, I don't want to hear what you think. Let's walk through this.
No, this is the way you gave me the hypothetical. This is the hypothetical you gave me. Red or blue pens, we can't vote on that. So yes, obviously, you should probably go ahead and let somebody decide that because that's a very inconsequential decision. The thing that I'd be interested in socialism is now that you have a more communal ownership of your workplace, everyone has a bigger say in what they do, and the power doesn't just rest with the boss that you have to prostrate before in order to gain his favor. Now that you have further spread out the influence amongst the office, you can remove people as they become corrupt. You can easily point out where corruption is now that you're not just worried that I need to have this job and someone's going to fire me if I try to report something up the chain.
And John goes, "You're corrupt." And I go, "Orange." I go, "John," I go, "Chill out, yo. I'll get you 2 orange trees and a brand new property up the hill." And John goes, "You know what? That's not a bad idea. Now what?"
Well, then, it's only the 2 of us, and we still have the entire rest.
Gentlemen,
we still have the rest.
That's my time for today. I appreciate you for having me. And we probably won't have another discussion until you guys grow up, because I don't have the time for ignorant conversations like this. And you have a wonderful day.